Hey guys, my name is Ryan.
And my name is Miska.
And welcome to Overwatch Central. So the footage on screen right now is Tavik playing in the ESL Atlantic Showdown semi-final between Rogue and Envious. Look who he's playing as. As you can see, we're on Hanamura defending and Tavik is playing Mei and doing a pretty good job of that too. So it does raise a genuine question now that Mei has been buffed as well, and now that we've seen it in the biggest tournament so far in the semi-finals, is she actually more viable than we first thought? And if so, what guidelines and rules should you give yourself to make sure that you're playing her effectively and not being stuck in the ice?
Mei has a very unique role in Overwatch, and the problem has been, for the most part, her inability to kill people quickly. Much like the other defense heroes right now, she has struggled to find her feet, and a few times she has throughout the latest few months, she's just been overpowered and horrible to play against, really. Most people would describe Mei as the cancer of Overwatch, which is probably a bit harsh, but how she plays is definitely a pain to deal with, and mostly she's just an annoyance. She is also the queen of stalling, but when it comes to killing people quickly, she isn't as quick as McCree or Reaper. I think even a Battle can kill a character quicker than Mei sometimes. Anyway, we, like a lot of people, thought that she was useless, dead air, and you should just definitely not play her in competitive unless you really want to trigger your own team. But then we saw her used in the semi-final of the ESL Atlantic Showdown, and something clicked. Tavik wasn't playing Mei to get kills or to almost BM the enemy team, but he was playing her to make sure that his team got the right pickoffs, and most importantly, to buy his team time.
The ESL Atlantic Showdown had a lot of problems with its rule set at the beginning. Things were altered halfway through and eventually replaced with a stopwatch system. Basically, whoever completed the map quickest won the round. This does a lot to how the game is played. Instead of knowing that you have to finish the map, you have to finish it quickly. So this gives the team a little bit more pressure to finish the map as quickly as they can, so it increases the pace of the game and gives it a bit more energy as well. In terms of playstyle, it's also a hell of a lot easier to stall the enemy team and slow them down than to fly through the map yourself. You can see Tavik here, he's getting a couple of kills, sure, but all he's really doing is wasting Envious's time, clearing them from the main walkway and wasting precious seconds for them. There may be an elimination hero there or just a well-placed Mei wall, but these seconds do add up, and those are the differences between winning and losing at the high end. So maybe that's just how we should have been playing Mei from the start, to be in a defensive stalling machine for time.
When and where you pick Mei is actually integral to how she plays and how you perform with her. Obviously, defense is the side you want to be on with Mei, but it's a lot more situational than that. Once Tavik and Rogue had lost point A on Hanamura, we saw him immediately switch from Mei onto Genji. Now, this is no doubt because of the verticality of point B on Hanamura. Being able to quickly jump onto ledges above would be important for Rogue to do. But this actually sort of reminded us a little bit of playing Symmetra on capture points. Use her to stall and get your team back to contesting the point quickly and make sure you have high hero uptime so you can buy time and make sure that that timer for the attacking team is ticking down. But once the first point is lost, you saw a lot of people changing from Symmetra to something else. Maybe that's how we want to be playing Mei now. On capture maps for the first objective, on Hanamura, people are still figuring this out definitely, and Mei is still quite not in there in the meta yet. But when is Mei actually a viable pick then? Because all of this is kind of confusing.
Well, before that we conclude that Mei is queen pick on defense, Tavik hilariously weighed in on the antics in the ESL Atlantic Showdown with a tweet basically asking people to not really play Mei in competitive, which is kind of interesting in itself. Mei was a wild card that paid off for Rogue. In the first round, it bought Rogue a lot of time and it left the enemy team with mere minutes to capture the point. Now, because of how the rule set works, both teams captured both capture points, the map resets and they do it again with the time that they have left. The second time around, Envious dealt with it a lot better this time, and they seemed to power through it more comfortably. They knew what to expect, so they kind of dealt with it accordingly. So maybe Mei isn't actually that viable. It was just a gamble Rogue wanted to try on the unbeaten team, best team in the world at that point, and it actually paid off. So now we've got to really answer the question, should you be playing Mei in Season 2?
I mean, overall, I would still say to avoid it if you can. We have been stumped by Meis in the past, but it's more about our team's inability to deal with it rather than the Mei herself. Rogue are a team that have planned this, practiced this, and used Mei in her most effective way. Most of you guys watching won't be playing as a premade of 6 that have actively practiced these maps against other premates of 6 with different comps and different strategies, and in fact, statistics suggest that most of you will solo queue your way through competitive and beyond. So really, you don't really want to be playing Mei in those situations. It's a surefire way to start off on the wrong foot with your team, and frankly, if you start a heated argument and people start throwing words at each other before you've even left the spawn area, you might have actually lost already. Be flexible, patient, and understanding when playing with others, but if you do feel like Mei is a good pick and you decided to play her, but it doesn't quite work out, please change.
And that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Do let us know what you think, whether you should use Mei in Season 2. She's in a pretty good place right now, but honestly, would you want her in your team or not? Thanks again for watching, take care, we'll see you next time.